So hi guys, my name is Nachiketa and welcome back to another video. I have something very interesting for you guys in this video. In my previous video on building deep learning web application, I had shown you guys how to create this flower classification model where you can simply upload images of flowers and you can get the output on the web page using the Gradio library. But that was still pretty basic. In this video, what I'm going to show is how to build a web application like this where you can compare the results of different models. For example, let's say I'm uploading an image of a sunflower and I click on the submit button and I get the results of what a pre-trained model is using, in this case inception model, and what the result of another model is. I can compare the results. I can see that in this case the hybrid model that I had created is performing better. It is giving the correct diagnosis that this is a sunflower, and you can see the speed as well, right? And you can see the latency, which basically means that my hybrid model is 2 times faster as well. So whenever you're creating a project, you want to present the results somewhere, you are writing a research paper and you want to visualize the difference between two deep learning models, then this can be an amazing tool to keep in mind. So I'm going to guide you through that. Basically, I'm not gonna explain the entire code from scratch because I've already explained how to build the image classification model in the previous video. So I'm gonna continue from there. So, but let me still give you a gist of this. I'm gonna leave this entire code in the description. You can go through that, but just hear out my explanation so that when you're going through it, it actually makes a lot more sense. So of course, you have to start by installing the Gradio library. Here I'm importing that. Here I'm importing some libraries of TensorFlow, Matplotlib, PIL, basically any libraries that I'm going to need in the code. And we start off by importing the dataset of flower photos, basically, which has been made publicly available by TensorFlow. And over here, I'm just plotting it. And again, I'm going fast with this because I've already explained everything about this. I'm just going to focus on the part of comparing models. So over here, basically we are getting images from the directory, specifying the image dimension 180 cross 180. Make sure if you're using a different deep learning model, you specify the image dimensions correctly. And here I'm creating a validation subset of 20% of the original data. And you can see what the different classes are over here. There are 5 classes basically of flowers. Here I'm plotting 9 images from the dataset and you can see how they look like with their corresponding labels. So here is the first model that I'm using, right? I'm defining a model on my own and you can see the model architecture over here. There are 3 convolution layers and followed by each max pooling. And this is where I'm compiling the model using ADAM optimizer, and this is the summary. This is important because you can see how the output is changing after each layer and the number of trainable parameters. This is important, guys. So basically there are, I think, 3 crores 98 lakh 9,285 parameters that are being trained, right? So I'm training the model over 10 epoch and the accuracy is not pretty good, but of course, because this is not about how to build a good deep learning model, this is just about how to deploy that onto a web page. So my first deep learning model is done. This is the second pre-trained model that I'm using. So basically when I'm importing Inception v3, I'm importing the pre-trained Inception v3 model directly and I'm using that. So I've already made a video on transfer learning as well. So if you don't know that, basically I'm using a pre-trained Inception model. I'm defining the input shape as whatever my image size is and classes as 5. And here are some layers that I'm adding, right? So basically I'm adding a rescaling layer because I want to rescale the input divided by 255. And I'm adding some fully connected layers as well to my pre-trained Inception model. So the benefit of using a pre-trained Inception model is, right, you can see the total number of parameters over here and the actual trainable parameters is far less because I'm using the learned parameters by the original network. So that is about transfer learning. If you don't know that, do not worry about it. Just check out my other video on transfer learning, or you can simply train some other model as well if you want. So here is where I'm compiling the model using again ADAM optimizer and training the model over 10 epochs, right? So up till here, basically you have trained 2 deep learning models. This can be any model according to your problem, but now comes the important part, right? Now I'm defining 2 functions. This is how the flow works in Gradio. You have to define a deep learning model, then you have to create a function which will accept an image and do whatever pre-processing steps are required and send the output prediction. Then you have to call the Gradio class or Gradio interface class, and you just have to mention what is the function, Python function that you defined, what is going to be the input and what is going to be the output. That's it. So I'm defining two functions for classification with my first hybrid model that I had defined, right? Basic pre-processing steps. I'm just resizing the image to 180 cross 180. Then I'm converting that into a 4-dimensional image. This is important, right? Because my model has not been trained on single 3-dimensional image. It has been trained on multiple 3-dimensional images. So if I'm using one image for prediction, I have to convert that into 4 dimensions. So when I actually make the prediction, the model is gonna give me the probabilities for all 5 classes. So basically I'm creating a dictionary where the key will be the class name, let's say roses, sunflower, and the value of that key is gonna be the corresponding prediction. So it just allows for better visualization. So I'm doing the same thing for inception. I'm just using the inception model over here. I have mentioned model 1 over here and model over here, right? Almost everything else is same, right? Now there's another interesting feature that Gradio allows you. You can basically have sample images, right? So as you saw in this web page, I have 3 sample images over here. So this is how I did that. I used the URL retrieve function. Basically you can mention any URL of any image and you can save it as bros.jpg, or you can save it as anything you want, right? So that is done. I have my deep learning model ready. I have defined a classification function and I have bought the sample images as well. Now I simply have to define what my input is, right? I do not have to give any input shape over here because I've already done that in my functions, and I'm mentioning that in my output that I only want the top 3 classes with the highest probability. Here I'm defining the sample images and that's it. I call the interface class, and in this case I accept an image and I give it to 2 functions, right? The inception model and the hybrid model. So I have to mention those 2 functions over here. I tell them what input I want. This is the output format. You can add the title, hybrid model versus inception, some description about it, and sample images, right? And I simply launch it, and when I write debug is equal to true, basically whatever error comes up is going to show in your Google Colab itself. So that is all. Once you run this code, you will get an external link, and when you click on it, it will redirect you to the web page that I shown you at the start, and basically you can either upload an image or you can just use the sample images. When I click on submit, I can see on the classification and clearly my hybrid model is performing better. And if I click on a rose image and I submit it, this is something that both models are agreeing upon, but still my hybrid model is more confident that my photo is that of a rose. So this is what Gradio allows it. It's an amazing tool. You should definitely check it out. I'll leave the code in the description. And so if you did like this video, do like it and subscribe to this channel if you want me to put out more content like this. And see you on the next video.